Chief Meteorologist George Lessons joins us now off the top to talk about that. Hi, George.
Still too early to pin down what type of precipitation we will be getting here on Friday, but it will definitely be icier than this event. And this was the first major system here in the greater Grand Rapids area. There's been 2 or 3 storms off to the north earlier this season, but across the region, a good 3 inches plus in most locations, generally along and north of I-96, and some spots getting 6 plus as expected from around the Croton Fruitport area all the way up through Sparta, Nunica, and 7.3 came in at Spring Lake. A lot of heavy wet snow, and you can see where the heavier snow fell in those higher impacted areas where the winter storm warnings were across northern Illinois, southern Wisconsin, and the snow continued up there, Oceana County, all the way up into the upper parts of lower Michigan. Clear and dry roads right now for the most part, at least the traveled roads anywhere. Perhaps the side streets still getting a little bit icy with some black ice possible. And later on this evening, there could be some snow flurries, inconsequential on top of all that heavier snow. Will have very little impacts on your ability to get out and about. But the cold front that went through last night is now off to our east. That is clearing our skies out. And tomorrow we may see some breaks in the clouds, but the next weather system already taking shape, coming up through Kansas and Missouri by this time tomorrow evening. That won't arrive here until Friday afternoon. And again, it might be an icy event. Temperatures are falling down below freezing just about everywhere, so watch out for the black ice. That's from the leftover precipitation from last night. Down to 25 in the morning, 33 in the afternoon, and there's that icy mix of wintry weather with some wind out of the east during the day on Friday. We'll take a closer look at what's ahead for next week. That's coming up in just a few minutes. For the last day of 2020, 13 weather ball is just blue, colder weather and view. It'll be hard to melt any of the snow and ice that we've accumulated. Tonight, there'll be black ice from what's left over from last night. And this view brought to you by Countryside Greenhouse of Allendale. We forecast an afternoon high of 38. Only could get up to 36 this afternoon. Nonetheless, within 3 degrees of our forecast, we put 2 of those in a row. You can see temperatures are going to stay below freezing tonight, down into the mid-20s. Winds will turn a little bit more to the southwest tomorrow. We may open up some breaks in the clouds as high pressure moves on in. Other than that, it'll be a rather uneventful end to 2020. I think we deserve that. For the month, so far, we've been warmer than average, a little bit more precipitation than usual thanks to the last 24 hours, but still, for the month of December, 16 inches below our average snowfall, and we've actually had about 4% more sunshine than usual, and that was earlier this month. Other than that, we're going to walk you through that Friday forecast. Starting tomorrow, you can see tonight we've got those west winds continuing, generally cloudy skies. May open up a couple of breaks. I think there's a better chance of opening up some breaks tomorrow. In fact, by sunset tomorrow, we may actually see our skies start to clear on out. Partly cloudy skies here tomorrow night, maybe even mostly clear, but already by daybreak, you can see some of these high clouds coming up from the south. That's with the next weather system that's going to be more of an icy event than a snow event. It'll be snow again to the north, but this is 1 o'clock on Friday, so already to I-94, and this is a mixture of snow and maybe even a little bit of freezing rain and sleet in through here. And again, just like all season long, if you draw a line about in through here, that is going to be snow, and that will end by very early on Saturday morning. This is what our in-house model says for snow starting Friday afternoon through Saturday morning. Again, the heaviest amounts north of Grand Rapids, but this time around there's going to be an ice component from about Grand Rapids southward, 1/10 of an inch, maybe up to 1/4 of an inch. All of the models agreeing on just about where the placement will be. It just depends on how much liquid we get into this, whether or not it will be a problem, but generally 1/10 of an inch of ice is possible in these areas along and south of I-96. So tomorrow, a quiet day, generally cloudy skies, a few breaks opening up. Temperatures around 32 to 31 from Hart and Ludington north, mid-30s from Muskegon and Holland southward. Up north, you'll expect a very light wind compared to today, but staying at or below freezing, generally cloudy skies, and similar here in the greater Grand Rapids area. Temperatures between about 33 and 35. 13 on your side forecast. Way we move into 2021 is with some breezy east winds, a mixture of some icy conditions and snow to the north as we showed you. Upper 30s on Saturday and then back down to 35 Sunday. Dry weather for the most part, it appears, next week. We've moved the precipitation out of Thursday night to the daytime on Thursday. Maybe some rain mixed with some snow. Temperatures not quite as warm as we thought they might be, but nonetheless still above average in the mid and upper 30s.